Sorry about that. End of part 1, it hit the 2-hour limit, so the video just cut off, but I didn't actually do anything. So you've not missed anything, it's just right where we left off. So I was building this track, or attempting to, up this staircase from Hemmelberg over towards Camelot. I know I don't have enough money for the tunnel or the suspension bridge, but I'm just trying to basically establish, can I get away without having a 5% gradient? But it doesn't look that way. Even with a lot of twisty-turny, I might end up with a 5% gradient. I suppose it's not the end of the world because, you know, these futuristic trains are actually pretty good on hills and slopes. And it's also a hell of a lot better than, you know, it would be trying to just straight up tunnel through. Actually, I can't even figure out how much it would cost because I don't have access to Britain. But anyway, we want to get over to about here. Right, I'll keep that track there. I know it's not obviously being used, but yeah, we're making a lot more now than we were doing, thanks to the recession, not the depression. I don't know if any of these cities are... Oh, they're going back on track! Brilliant! Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how many of these cities, if any, are really worth connecting to. New Frankfurt has a bit of cargo there, in the form of iron. We don't really have any steel. I had talked about Piratstadt, yeah, but it doesn't seem like it's really got a lot. Candy Crab, maybe, but probably not. Any of these cities, maybe? Possibly, probably not. Yeah, I think my priority now is basically just to try and save up as much as I can and get over to Camelot. Because I've still got like 12 years. As long as the economy's fine, we should be alright. I'm also aware I haven't got a single bit of electric track. It costs 4 million to electrify all this, but in my head I was going to be running electric track and trains, but these diesels are really good, so... Oh, train crash. Wieder getragen to Hanover. Only 15 loads of cheese that year. It's still good enough. Oh wow, we only made 309,000. How did that happen? I have no idea, that's really weird. I was going to say I could refinance these bonds, but in all honesty, I'd only really be able to get like maybe about 9%, so it's not really worth it. And I need to save as much money as I can. No, actually. It's got the dining car, it's no problem. So, Britain costs $500,000 to access, that's fine. I still think I could do with an economic boom, because whilst we're making profit, we're not making a great deal of profit. Even with low cost and everything. And some of these trains just aren't really delivering anything. I mean, in actual fact, yeah, steel now has basically just equalised. Oh, Weggonwasser to Lokov. I don't think I did a train between those places. I did Lokov to Leipzig. Lokov to New Berlin. Local Chervitz Trinkwasser. No, we'll do... Okay, so we'll do Veggonwasser to Lokov. Probably should have started in Lokov, but whatever. So how much is this going to cost? Now that we've actually got access to Britain. Okay, so it's going to cost... Yeah, about 10 million. And maybe slightly more than that, even. Yeah, maybe about 10 million to get to Camelot. Okay. So I really could do with an economic boom. I don't really think that any of these cities are going to be worth connecting to. There's not going to be, like, huge profit margins anyway. Growing prosperity, very nice. You know, the initial low-cost profit margins that have kind of basically died out now. But I don't think... I just can't see there being anywhere that's, like, you know, super-duper cheap. With huge profit margins. Besides, you know, the obvious, like, uranium from Britain over to Dutchlantis. And they did demand something else as well. Oh, they demand paper, steel, alcohol... Oh, train crash. Miming and Lokov. Okay. It's weird. It is weird that I'm not making profit, because the money seems to be going up, although very slowly. I suppose what could have helped was buying some industries. That's one thing I didn't do. I do have a lot of fairly bad economic bonds. So we've got 10 years left in the scenario. I need about another 5 million. So if the economy stays as it is, we'll be fine. If the economy stays, you know, prosperity or boom, I reckon we'll be fine. Although boom would really help. And I could do with some very profitable trains. But... And also, the fact that I haven't built any electric track, I should have gone diesel. But I don't know how much I'm spending on fuel. Okay, I'm actually spending quite a lot on fuel, so 30% cheaper fuel would actually save us, you know, 600,000 a year. So yes, I should have gone for diesel over electric. Oh well, you live and learn. I still think we'll be alright, so long as the economy stays in a decent condition. then once we start shipping over... Well, actually, to be fair, once we start shipping over the uranium, then we'll get gold, but... It might take a while for a train to get from Camelot all the way over to Dutchlantis. If I got the money, I'll get the 200 mile an hour train, that's my plan. To get the big D's, the big DD08, DD08EX. That's it. I forgot what it was called. Still need another 3 million or so. And I've only got 8 years. Apparently last year we didn't make any money. Economic boom roundabout now would be very useful. Oh, train crash between Munich and Trinkwasser. I like how I've actually ended up with 20,000 shares in the company, which is kind of both a lot because I've not really been trying and I haven't bought anything on the margin, and also not a lot. Boom times ahead! About time. And yet I'm still not really making any profits. There is cargo flying around, but it's just... I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's getting delivered, but... Yeah... I don't know. 38 loads of cheese. Very nice. So if we can stay in economic boom for a little while, I think I'll be alright. Let's save the game, actually. Can I don't think I can, but how expensive is this going to... Oh! Okay, so the tracks become more expensive because we're in an economic boom. Ha! Yeah, that's annoying. This is where I really could do some bonds. I could refinance, but is it really worth spending, you know, like 1 million to save a bit in interest? I guess it might actually save us about $500,000 a year. Share price is really low. Oh, train crash. Kielce to Slovakia. Slovakia. That's yeah, that's a long journey. It's going to be a bit tight, actually, because I've only got to get to Camelot for silver, but I've also got to deliver 10 loads of uranium, which I don't think will be difficult. But we've got to get to Camelot, and we've only got another 7 years. Oh, wow. Really? I don't want to be sacked. Can't start another company, so if I get sacked, I've had it. Ooh. Okay, that's really not good. Surprising, because the share price has been fairly static. I mean, we're not making a great deal of profit, but I'm a bit surprised by that, honestly. I just not afford this suspension bridge? No. This is very annoying, because now we're in an economic boom. I'm going to need about 11 million or so to build this stupid suspension bridge. And if I get sacked, I've had it. Let's put a bit of dividend up. Right, can I build the suspension bridge yet, please? There we go. So, that is the stupidest suspension bridge you'll ever see, but that is a requirement for this scenario. And unfortunately, I can't really do much else now. So, please don't get sacked. By 1,000 shares on the margin. Oh, dividends gone down. I actually did have like 500,000 in cash at that point. Please don't get sacked. Please don't get sacked. It's actually been quite a while since I've saved the game, so if needs be I will. It's not a very central station, that. But it also might not matter too much. Britain and Dutchlantians finally meet. Britain officially recognises Dutchlantis. Right. So, if I don't get sacked, I've got the silver. And then I can just deliver uranium to Hamburg would probably be the quickest destination. So Camelot to Hamburg. And that will make a fortune delivering the uranium. Don't get sacked, don't get sacked, don't get sacked. And the plan is to have a DD-080, but I think for now we'll just do the standard diesel. And yeah, that's going to make a fortune. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Do you know, I don't remember the last time I got sacked in this game. And I really thought I'd turn it around. I thought, hey, you know... Oh, fuck. Yeah. Why not be like the Dutch? Don't give up, try again. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a joke, that. Oh, they refinanced all their debt at 7%. Wow. That is insane. Okay, so... I can't even load the autosave because that's just going to be 2045. Yeah. I load the autosave and it's just mission failed. Oh, I think this is so long ago. I actually think this is really, really long ago. Okay, it's not too bad. February 2043. They're fed up with us. I don't know what I can do about that, honestly. I mean, I'll set some dividend, yeah, but... I don't want to be setting dividend because I need to be saving up money for... Maybe I should... okay, maybe get rid of the dividend. refinance these bonds, because we are in economic boom. And that will actually save me a bit of cash. No, it's gonna be 6%, but that's fine. So it's actually only cost me, you know, less than $1 million, and it is actually going to save me about $500,000 a year. Although it might have hurt my profit doing that. Some shares on the margin, just keep share price high. I think I might put a small dividend up. Just to keep the share price high, and hopefully we don't get sacked. Because I'm not really sure what determines how happy they are. Is it just the share price, or is it company profit? Or is it dividend? Well, it can't be dividend because it's been 0 for ages. So I'm not really sure. But it's just frustrating that, you know, I made a profit, a small profit, and they still sacked me. So obviously issuing stock all the time is just going to drive the, share price down, but unless they do stock buyback, but that's just going to cost me a fortune. Yeah, I mean, like, I could do stock buyback and that would cost me a fortune, but not really sure what they want from me, to be honest. You know, right at this critical moment when, you know, I need all the support I can get, and I get sacked. And I'm not going to have enough money to build the suspension bridge. Right. Please do not sack me. Do not give me the sack, please. Please do not sack me. It's quite painful. Well, we're making profit, but is it enough to not get the sack? Please no sack. Oh, I've avoided the sackage. Now they're neutral about us. So they've gone from being quite fed up to neutral. I have no idea how this works. Is it because of the dividend? Is that it? Like, is it just the dividend? Right, I think I can afford the suspension bridge now. I'm hoping, anyway. Yes, I can afford the suspension bridge, but I can't connect to Camelot. So I am going to save the game as Dutchlantis 3. Yeah, I don't think I can issue stock. Dividend's gone down, that's no problem. Oh, train crash. Amsterdam to Door Aal. So the suspension bridge might look slightly different to how it did before, but that's no big deal. I don't understand why the company isn't more profitable, because, like I said, well, you know, we've got almost 2,500 miles of track. I suppose the trains just don't deliver all that much, but why? I don't know. Or why not? I don't really know. So anyway, yeah, we've made it to Camelot. And once again we can do Camelot to Hamburg, where we get some cash. As long as I avoid the sack again. I really would like a DD train, if possible. Because it'd be a lot quicker. But in all honesty, I might actually just go with the diesel. The cheap diesel. Class 132. Right, so Camelot to Hamburg. That's going to be like 2.5 million almost. Economic boom fading. That's not good. They're still able to do 50 miles an hour down the suspension bridge. Give that high priority. Once it makes it back, we can actually upgrade it to a DD080. And there you go. So, they're highly annoyed with us. Blah. We've hauled 5 loads of uranium, so we only need to do one more journey. And then we get the gold. I don't think we're going to get any more. I don't think we're at risk of sackage now that we've got, you know, good profit from the uranium. We'll do Twilliger to Hamburg or wherever, and that should then be okay. Oxford maybe as well. Right, Twilliger's got loads of uranium. Oxford actually isn't all that. Oh, actually, Oxford has cheap bauxite for some reason, and waste we can deliver over there. Bauxite is demanded in Hanover, as is the waste. So we'll do DD080 between Twilliger and... Actually, where do we want to ship the uranium to? I guess it doesn't really matter, but we'll ship it. We will ship it over to Arnhem via DD080. That's Arnhem. So basically, once that makes it, we'll get gold. And we'll also just do a DD080 Oxford to Hanover. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, train crash. Right, so they're currently highly annoyed with us. Apparently they were neutral with us, but I'm not really sure what's going on there. Some of these cities are actually... I mean, Kiel is now like a 4-star city. But, yeah, so basically once this train makes it, that's hauling like 7 loads of uranium. I can't even see how fast it's going. Doesn't want to tell me. But once this makes it to Arnhem, which won't take very long, that'll be gold. So I haven't managed to connect to every city on the map, but I also haven't needed to. And I should have gone for fuel over electric track, because I've just been using diesels. And there you go. So, gold. Dutchlantis rises above the flood waters like a beacon thanks to your efforts. So, what I would say about this scenario is that, yes, I was severely stunted by the economic depression, and, you know, at risk of being sacked, and I did get sacked. Twice. Well, technically once, it's just I reloaded the autosave. But it's one of those scenarios where if you can get silver, you'll get gold. So you'll either end up with no medal because you got sacked, bronze or gold. If you get silver, but you don't get gold, that's kind of a bit weird. Unless you only connect to Camelot, you know, right at the very end. Lokov ended up being a bit of a gold mine, although it did die out. And, you know, now Lokov is not tremendously profitable. And then obviously uranium, yes, it costs like 10 million to deliver it, to build a suspension bridge, but you do make a fortune hauling uranium. Although it does end up being unprofitable because the suspension bridge is like 10 million and the uranium I only made like only about 5 million delivering uranium. And again, a fair amount of cities that I never connected to, which I could have connected to, maybe. But they might not have actually been all that profitable. And as I've said many a time, I thought I'd be using electric track and trains, but the diesels were perfectly fine. I should have gone for diesel, I would have saved myself a lot of money, because I've not built any electric track. So in future I would go diesel. Which is surprising really, because you'd think by 2046 it would just all be electric, but the diesels are still perfectly good. It is also possible that I built too many trains and I should have had trains go like A to B to C rather than A to B, and then another one going from B to C. Yeah, quite a difficult scenario. I mean, this was my first attempt, and I wasn't trying too hard, ignoring, you know, like loading autosaves because I wasn't happy with getting sacked or bad gradients and bad station placement and everything. But it was basically my first attempt, and I haven't played the scenario in a while. It is a fun scenario. A bit of a weird one because, like, the first bit when I was just building in Dutchlantis and then got to like Trinkvasser, I was expanding quite quickly, but I think that's because I was able to take out a lot of bonds. Once I had hit 10 million in bonds, and I couldn't take out bonds anymore, then expansion slowed down. And then, just before I hit Lokov and connected to there, I was thinking, I'm really not making any money. And I was really struggling. Then we got to Lokov, without a suspension bridge, which I'm still surprised about. And the profit just increased. But then Lokov was a gold mine early on, that got us a few million. Then that died out, then we got to Munich, and I thought, if nothing else, I've got the bronze. I didn't bet on us being sacked. And then Munich and what's it called? Vegumwasser and Memmingen, not actually that profitable. And then like Western Dutchlantis, not that profitable, with like Arnhem, Nogmaals, Dusseldorf, Brussels, you know, them places, they weren't all that profitable. And it was a bit of a pain to have to build all the way up over to here and then wait and wait and wait for like 11 million in company cash. But then obviously once you get to Camelot, you know, 2 trains between Camelot and Dutchlantis, and you get the gold. Anyway, yes. So I've only got one campaign scenario left, which is also in the future. That takes place in California, and that's a chip off the old block. I have not played that scenario in a very long time. I'm also not sure if I've ever actually won it. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get the chance to record the video for that, to be honest. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, part 1 and part 2, this has been Dutchlantis. And thanks so much for watching. Live, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is, which will be the final campaign video for Railroad Tycoon 3, a chip off the old block, the final of the futuristic scenarios, the final campaign video. Apparently it's quite difficult. Take care, folks. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Oh, and also, just because it's the last of the campaign videos doesn't mean it's the last of Railroad Tycoon. I've got a lot of scenarios to get through. Both ones I've done before in-game and ones I haven't done before in-game, and then like coast-to-coast scenarios, fan-made scenarios, blah blah blah. I think some of the scenarios aren't that great. Some of them are a bit bugged. But, you know, I'll playtest them first and then see how they are on recorded video. Some of them that I've got might never make it to video if they're not very good. And some of them are really hard. Even on, you know, like easy and medium, never mind expert. You can play on expert on scenarios, you can only play on hard on scenarios, on a campaign. Some scenarios I can get gold on expert, some scenarios I struggle to get gold on easy and medium, and, you know, have to settle for like silver on medium. They're just that hard. But if the scenarios are good, and I think I've got a chance on expert, then I'll record them. I don't really want to do a recorded video of me playing a scenario where I'm not on expert, because if I'm going to do that, then I might as well just play on easy and medium. Like, I guess it shows off the scenario, but yeah. But some scenarios do look very interesting. Some scenarios are very long. And some scenarios I've done in the past, but I kind of want to do them again if possible. Especially now I've got, like, you know, more mods, more trains. It's possible I had mods and trains in the past, but I do want to do more Railroad Tycoon 3. Anyway, take care, folks. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. Bye!